RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Tom Lane, State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Macias Insurance, professional independent insurance agents. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All of your protection under one roof. Morrissey Construction, completing projects ahead of schedule and under budget for 60 years. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care, offering friendly service and reliable repairs since 1974. Liberty Bank, committed to providing excellent customer service above all else.
And another 6 foot, yes, tall. And she'll be probably, 6'2" or 3" before it's over. She's a sophomore, and the tip won by the blue. And that is Carlinville, trimmed in the red and white. Roxana wearing the white, trimmed in the red and gold here at home. And we're underway, and down low it goes to Kelly, number 25. She's under the basket, too far under, missed it. Rebound underneath there, and that shot is up and missed by Talisha Scott. And Roxana will head the other way with their first possession. Stacy out to Donahue for 3, and it's off the rim. Liley grabs the rebound, and it's knocked away, and Cassidy Downs the other way for the Lady Cavs.
Each team with a couple of opportunities, especially on the offensive glass. Nothing doing so far.
Down to the block, and Kelly, double team, then 3 shells there. Shareka, Donahue, and Swearingen were all there around Kelly, and it will be number 13, Paige Stacy, it looks like, who will get the foul.
You don't want to get her into any kind of foul trouble early, and she picks one up here 46 seconds into the game.
Free throw up and in for Kelly. Coach Darren Deneve, got to like his sophomore class, his young players. Roxana with some good young players too. Young talent, a couple of sophomores that get a lot of playing time, and Shareka and also Kreitstryker, who will be coming off the bench soon. That free throw missed, and it's 1-0 Carlinville on a free throw.
I believe we saw this team last year against Marquette, didn't we? And Kelly and Staten, freshmen in the starting lineup, so already with an abundance of varsity experience, and they're only in their second year.
We have a whistle and a hand check foul, it looks like, out high, as Donahue was dribbling at the three-point line and fouled by Schmidt, number 12. Bailey with her first foul, 5'6" junior. And the Shells, with 7 minutes to go in the first quarter, have the ball, trailing 1-0.
And Carlinville in a man-to-man to start off.
Right in front of the Carlinville bench, it's Paige Stacy dumping to Swearingen. Pass was tipped, but she still got it. And now Mallory Liley has it. Mallory looking for help, finds a guard. Shareka into the lane, blocked away. Whistle, though, and a foul. Got the ball, but maybe also the body and maybe a little of Shareka's arm there.
Yeah, I thought maybe the shot was blocked, but not so, and Scott's going to pick up the foul.
Free throw, Shareka in the air, and good. 1-1 our score now. Maddie will shoot again. Shareka in the air and puts it in. 2 for 2 for the sophomore there.
A little full court action here from the Shells.
6:30 to go, first quarter, and here at Roxana. Girls basketball, and again we have Marquette girls later tonight too on tape delay. Here's Scott rolling one off the rim with her short shot. Rebound Shareka. Out it goes to Donahue now. Taylor brings it up the floor wearing number 2. Gives over to Shareka. Maddie Shareka threw it away on the wing. Scott is all alone. Left-hand layup, good. Scott gives Carlinville the lead at 3-2.
Mike Arbuthnot not happy with that one. When you're up running near the point, you don't want to turn that basketball up there, and you give that breakaway layup to the opposition. That was too easy.
Liley has it on the wing. She lost it out high to Kelly. Kelly will be fouled by Liley. Otherwise, there's a layup there too, but Kathleen Kelly is going to the line.
A little careless with the basketball, and right now back-to-back turnovers there for Roxana. Not really anything that Carlinville threw that was complex at them. They just were careless with the basketball.
Kelly now 1 for 3 as she misses a free throw here to start, but she'll have another shot. Roxana tomorrow night will jump into the Waterloo-Jabot Candy Cane Classic. Wood River and Roxana playing there tomorrow, back-to-back. Tonight, that tournament begins with 2 games. The Waterloo-Jabot Candy Cane Classic Tournament. Roxana will play Redbud tomorrow night. 3-2 as Kelly missed both free throws. Roxana ball now, down by a point. Stacy, nice move into the lane, stops and pops, it's good.
There's that familiar trademark where she gets it around that right elbow, dribble into the lane there, just a nice little jump shot, knocks it down.
Carlinville ball, 5:15 to go, first quarter. Out high it goes, and up and in, out to the top of the key, and Schmidt for 2.
Well, you're right, they do throw a young lineup out there, but so far, first couple minutes of this game playing very confidently. Confident bunch for a 1-win team so far.
SCC girls basketball, and Liley has it, driving on Kelly, bumped at the free throw line by Kelly. And that'll be a Carlinville foul, and now they have 3 team fouls, Roxana with 2. And a sub in as number 5 checks in for Roxana. Shea St. Peter's, one of their seniors. Donahue, a senior. Paige Stacy, Swearingen, Liley. A handful of seniors for the Shells. 5-4 in favor of the Cavaliers. Shells ball. In front of the bleachers here to our right. Out to St. Peter's and over and back near the center circle there, and turnover, Lady Cavs ball.
Again, just no communication there, and that's just a careless turnover, and they've had 3 of them so far, and they've all come near the top of the key.
Here's Kelly on the baseline, quick step, she's under the basket too far, and she has to give it up to Cassidy Downs, the senior. Now to Scott. Toward the lane, fires it up and in. Scott with another bucket.
Good ball movement there on the baseline. Both sides were able to utilize it. And they were able to get it to Scott. Little dribble drive into the lane. Knocks it down for her 3rd and 4th points of the night.
4:15 to go, first quarter. 7-4 score. Here's Liley. Driving in, now to the corner, and another turnover. Roxana lost it in the corner.
Well, it looks like right now this man-to-man defense is giving Roxana some fits. It's disrupting their offensive flow and what they want to do. Like Arbuthnot may have to make a few changes personnel-wise here.
Here's Scott with it, and double dribble is called on the young Talisha Scott. 5'9" sophomore turns it over. Roxana ball again.
So we've got, what, 3 sophomores in the starting lineup here?
For Carlinville.
Yep.
A junior and a senior. And here is St. Peter's looking for the wing and looking for Liley. Mallory holds it high.
Been very quiet so far in this first quarter here.
3:40 to go, first period. 7-4 score. Carlinville with a blowout win in the JV game earlier tonight here. Here's Liley with a shot blocked by Kelly, and back come the Cavs again. Lady Cavaliers down to the baseline. Scott picks up the orange, gives it to Staten. She's into the lane, and double team. Jump ball there as Liley tied up Megan Staten. And we have Roxana ball on the turnover.
This just might have to be one of those games that Roxana may not be pretty, just kind of a grind out, ugly, low scoring, upper 30s, low 40s type of game that you win, because that's kind of what it is right now. Offensively, it just doesn't look pretty right now for Roxana. Maybe a few changes, get things going for them here.
Subs in, 1 sub in for each team. Here's Liley with it on the drive. Carlinville brings in 22, Ashley Starr. And there's the turnover. Scott the other way. Talisha lays it in again. Timeout. Roxana 9-4. Scott has 3 buckets, 6 points now. And we have a 30-second timeout here with 2:55 to go.
She's disrupting play up near the free throw line and at the top of the key. That's another steal that she gets. And really right now, Roxana doesn't know what to do with her. Scott's just kind of being a pest and a nuisance out there, and a very successful one for the visitors. She started off missing her first 2 shots. Last 3 she's been able to knock down. She's got 6 of her team's 9 points so far, and they've all come from layups.
Scott was 6. Kelly just 1 out of 4 from the line. Schmidt has the other 2. Stacy with a bucket. Shareka with 2 free throws. And Roxana trailing here early, 9-4. And here they come again. St. Peter's, Donahue out high. Kreit striker into the game. Katie, a 6-foot sophomore, of course. Kreit striker checks in, and Paige Stacy out to the double team, and there's another steal. Schmidt fouled by Donahue, though. Bailey Schmidt moved into the front court. Foul Roxana.
Well, they disguise it well. I mean, Scott's there to apply the initial pressure. Then they bring that second player in, and a couple times there it's been Kelly, and they were able to double team Stacy. They get her hemmed in there, and she makes a bad pass. It's another turnover. That's 6 already in the first quarter.
Schmidt right elbow fires it. Back iron no good. Kreit striker tipped the rebound to Donahue. 9-4 still to score. Donahue gives on the wing to St. Peter's. Reach in by Starr as she knocked the ball away, but Donahue fires a 3, and it is an air ball from the top of the key. Carlinville ball again.
Just a lot of basketball left. Just be patient. Get better looking shots, and right now Shell's not taking very many good ones here. Well, they haven't had very many, only 5 field goal attempts to 6 turnovers.
2 minutes to go. First quarter here at Roxana High School. Talisha Scott has it on the wing. Ashley Starr, a 3. Nope. Long rebound. Kelly fighting for it. St. Peter's fighting for it. Knocked out of bounds. Referees looking at each other, and they're going to give it to the Lady Cavs as Maddie Shareka checks back in for Roxana here. St. Peter's will check out. Marquette girls coming up later tonight. Illini coming up tomorrow, and they have moved up to number 10 in both polls today. AP poll, coaches poll, they're now at number 10 in the nation. Here's a travel on Carlinville, turnover to Roxana.
I was able to watch a lot of that game Saturday night. Listen for the name Brandon Paul. Boy, he's off to a heck of a start for Illinois so far this year. He had a great game the other night.
1:30 to go. Backdoor cut. Lively around Kelly, and Lively lays it up and in.
That's some offense there now. They were able to get into a little bit of a flow, and just a backdoor pass and an easy finish for Lively. By far their best offensive play.
Into Kelly, who bounces it to the baseline, and Bailey Schmidt will bounce it right back down low. Brooke Jamison, a 5'10 junior, into the game, and she was down on the block and fouled by Stacy. Really, they didn't need that. They had her double teamed, and she was in trouble.
Yeah, you're right. That one was definitely unnecessary there.
And Carlinville throws it in under their own basket. Kelly dribbles it off her foot, out of bounds.
4th turnover for Carlinville. It's probably the best that the Shells would want to do. Just hound the ball. When they get that ball down into the players on the low block, just be hounds there and force them to put the basketball on the floor.
Donahue gives it up to Stacy. 55 seconds to go. First quarter. Now the ball on the ground, and jump ball called, and Lively is hurt.
Yep. I didn't see what happened, but jumping in there with Kelly on the play. And she's grabbing at her shoulder or her elbow. I don't know which one. But they can ill afford to lose her.
And she will leave the game, and we will take an injury timeout here. 9-6 Carlinville. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
As we get back to action, Cassidy Downs, the senior, hits a jumper for Carlinville. And they have a turnover and the ball back, leading 11-6 over Roxana here.
I would think they'll keep this for the final possession.
18 seconds to go as they throw it out high. Kayla Wills, number 14, a guard into the game. Now Shareka over the top there as she tried for the steal, and Roxana with 6 team fouls now. We'll make it 5. 5 fouls on the Shells. Shareka with foul number 1. Cavaliers with 9 seconds to go. To the wing, all the way down the baseline, blocked away. Big block there by Kreitstreicher. Out to the three-point line, and the 3 is no good by Kayla Wills at the buzzer for the Cavs. But they lead at Roxana here, 11-6 after 1 quarter. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
If you want your car to look stunning and keep it running, then take your car to Andy's Auto Body and Complete Car Care Center. Andy's ASE certified mechanics perform oil changes, suspension repair, air conditioning repair and service, engine diagnostics, warranty maintenance, tires, brakes, and shocks, plus state-of-the-art Hawkeye alignment. Like Andy's on Facebook. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care Center with 2 locations in Alton and Maryville is your car's home away from home.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
Back live to Roxana High School, second quarter underway now. After the game, we announce our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game. Carlinville, after 1 quarter, leading 11-6. Shareka, right elbow, up and in with the jumper.
Well, that was good defense, actually, by Carlinville. They nearly came up with another steal, which Roxana turned it over 8 times in the first quarter. Shareka makes a nice play to keep the play alive. Steps in and knocks a shot down.
Top of the key, 3 the other way, though. Quickly, Cassidy Downs with a tray.
Well, that can quickly burst your bubble after you feel like maybe you start the quarter off with a little bit of momentum. 3 ball the other way with the answer.
Shareka down to Kreitstreicher. She's in traffic, got away from a double team, missed the shot, and then she's over the back. And I believe it will be 24, and it is, as she missed the little baby hook there, and Swearingen will check in for Kreitstreicher.
Well, they were able to get the ball in, even though there was a double team there. She was able to come down with the ball. Little shots like that, gotta have it.
7 minutes to go, first half. Here's Staten into the lane. Back out to Scott. Free throw line, Talisha Scott up and in again as she keeps on scoring here.
Well, they're having trouble maintaining any kind of pressure on her on both sides of the court. That better change or this could become a long night pretty quick.
Reach in Carlinville. Ashley Starr with 6:40 to go in the second quarter will pick up a foul here. And that will be team foul number 4 on the Lady Cavs. They throw it into the lane. Roxana ball, and they'll reset it back out high. St. Peter's to Stacy. Stacy bumped by Scott as she fired that shot up, and it's another foul on Carlinville. 24 Scott with 2 fouls.
I think they're going to have to take her out here for a little bit, and that's good news for Roxana to be able to get that second foul quickly on her.
Free throw short, though, by Paige Stacy, and she'll try another one. Liley on the bench now has that right shoulder wrapped up. We'll have to see if she's able to come back in after that first quarter injury for Roxana. Stacy hits the second free throw. It's 16-9 now. The Shells down by 7. All the way down the other way. Kelly with a miss. Swearingen with a rebound. Here comes Whitaker, who's into the game now. Kicks it to Donahue for 3. Good, and the Shells needed that. Donahue with a tray.
Oh, huge. They really needed that one because Whitaker looked like she was going to be able to pull up from that left elbow with a shot. fumbled it away a little bit, but actually it worked to the Shells' benefit because they got the kick out in the open 3.
So Anna Whitaker now into the game. Donahue with that 3. Right elbow, that shot rolls off, and it's tipped around, and 4 post players fighting for the rebound. Kelly gives it up. This shot is missed by Cassidy Downs. Tipped around. Donahue comes out of there with it for Roxana.
Well, that's just it. With a bigger lineup, you want to keep them from second, third, fourth opportunities.
Whitaker will stop on the right side and hit, and the Shells are back in it. Whitaker with 2.
Well, 6 unanswered now. They were down by 8. It's been a 6-0 run here. Back to within 2, 16-14. Carlinville still with the lead.
Cavaliers will fire another one. Downs misses again on the right elbow, and the Shells could tie the game. Here they come. Stacy down to Donahue on the baseline. Dumps it into Swearingen. Fouled by Staten underneath the basket.
Getting into a little bit more of a flow, and I think instead of setting up a half-court offense is what's helping Roxana here, and Darren Neve's going to take a timeout. He sees that the tide's starting to turn here a little bit.
Timeout, Lady Cavs, 5:10 to go. First half, 16-14 score. We'll take a break, and Roxana free throws when we come back. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
6-foot senior Katie Swearingen to the free throw line, and her free throw is up and in for Roxana as we get back to it here. 16-15, and she could tie it with this free throw. Number 21 for the Shells puts it up and in, and the Shells continue the run, and now it's 16 all.
Well, you notice as soon as they were able to get Scott out of the game, it's changed the complexion of this game quickly.
Cassidy Downs will give it up to Ashley Starr. Kelly at the free throw line kicks it back out to Downs again. Shareka almost had a steal out high. The Shells turning it up on defense, offense. And Carlinville sets it with 4:45 to go. Second quarter. Downs for 3, and she hits it from downtown.
They've got 8 in the game now, a couple of threes here in this second quarter, and that was all kept alive by Staten's hustle. It looked like it was going to be a turnover, and she kept the play alive for her team.
Donahue to Whitaker, Roxana ball. Swearingen fighting for the ball on the post, but Paige Stacy will drive to the block. Stacy up off the rim, no, rebound Cavs. Here they come. Bailey Schmidt all the way down, glass, and good over a Shells defender.
Now Stacy forced that shot up into a little bit of traffic. She ran into a little bit of an obstacle there, and Carlinville quickly back the other way.
There's a blocked shot, and Carlinville has it. Shells came all the way back to tie it at 16, but now 2 buckets, and the Cavaliers up 21-16. They break the tie, lead by 5. Kelly deep in the left corner, pass tipped out by Swearingen as they tried to feed the post there, as Kreitstreicher in for Swearingen here, and also Kayla Wills back in for the Cavs, and here comes Liley. We'll keep an eye on her with that right shoulder now wrapped up. So Liley, Whitaker, Kreitstreicher, Shareka, and Donahue, and Downs will hit another 3.
Man, that one was deep in the left corner, and boy, look how quickly that 8-point deficit evaporated. Shells got it back. Now it's back to 8.
Kreitstreicher traveled as she tried to get around Staten there. 2 sophomore 6-footers battling there.
So you have an 8-0 run one way to tie it. Now you have an 8-0 run the other way by Carlinville to reestablish that 8-point lead at 24-16.
24-16, the Blue with the lead and the ball. Cavaliers throw it into the bleachers, out of bounds. Roxana ball right back now. Basketball, a game of runs. How many times have coaches said it? And we've had 8-0 Roxana, 8-0 Carlinville now. Shareka for the Shells, down to Kreitstreicher. Bumped in the back by Staten, but she stayed with it and laid it in.
Could have easily been a three-point play there, but nice job there by the Roxana sophomore to keep the play and get the basket.
Inside-outside game as they send it to the top of the key. That three, no good. Kelly over the back of Shareka, right in front of the rim with a foul.
Well, that's what they need. Just keep them off the glass. Kelly picks up her second. It's going to go the other way now with the Shells shooting 1-1.
Alexandria Mullink, a 5'8 junior, is going to check in for Carlinville, and Shareka tries to get the Shells a little closer here with 2:47 till halftime.
Just wondering how long Carlinville keeps Scott on the bench.
Free throw good, Shareka. Maddie 3 for 3 now and 5 points overall. And it's a 5-point game, 24-19. And this one rolls off the rim. Liley kept it alive to Shareka. Back to Donahue, and they reset it with 2:40 to go till halftime. Liley bounces it to Shareka, who bounces it to Kreitstreicher on the block, and off the rim, no good. Rebound, Carlinville. Roxana with a reach-in foul.
And they'll both be shooting bonus here the rest of the half.
2:29 to go in the half, and Megan Staten at the other end to shoot at the free throw line in a 24-19 ball game. Free throw, no good. Liley will take it the other way. Roxana ball, Kreitstreicher into the lane, and she'll fire it back to Liley, top of the key. Liley driving, gives to Taylor Donahue now. Dump down to Kreitstreicher, good catch, turn around, no. Stacy, no, that's Whitaker with the rebound. Right elbow for Whitaker, no. Donahue has it knocked out of bounds. Over her back is a Cavalier, and still Roxana ball. Shells trying to get closer. 2:03 to go in the first half. Roxana looking for their 6th win. They're 5-3. They throw it into Shareka, left elbow, and it's too long, and Carlinville ball. Cavaliers the other way. 1:50 to go. First half. Staten double team, turnover. Shells back the other way. Roxana with 2 sophomores on the floor, making some noise now. Liley with it.
Well, they can use some offense from her.
Shareka gives in the corner to Donahue. Donahue with the drive and bumped on a little bailout there. Donahue was in trouble. Wills with a foul.
Well, it was good for her that she was able to recognize where she was, because she was able to get the pass in. Good little entry feed in there, but she's going to draw a free throw and a bonus here. And it's going to be Wills with her first foul.
Donahue at the line. Has the only Roxana 3 in the first half, and she has a free throw here. 24-20 now our score. Carlinville with the lead. This one is good, 2 for 2. 24-21.
So we had an 8-0 run, an 8-0 run, and now back we got a 5-0 run.
5-0 run for the Shells, who trail 24-21. As Starr checks back in, number 22 for the Lady Cavs, who throw it in right in front of the Roxana bench here. Ashley Starr with the basketball. She'll throw it on the wing to Bailey Schmidt. Now to the baseline. Staten has it to the front of the rim. Glass and good for Staten.
And she gets on the board with a little dribble into the lane. Nice kiss off the glass, and it's back to a 5-point game.
Liley skips it to Shareka on the right wing. Shareka picks up the dribble. Now Donahue driving. Donahue down and fouled. Starr was there with a bump with the body, number 22. Donahue to the line, where she was just 2 for 2. In the air and missed. Here at halftime, some Roxana 6th grade girls going to play a little game at half. And we hope to be joined by Coach Mark Briggs at halftime to talk about Roxana boys basketball for a couple of minutes. 26-21 as Donahue missed both of those free throws. 45 seconds to go. To the baseline, Schmidt bounces it to nobody. Liley was there, and now Roxana trying to move into the front court. Liley will control it. 35 seconds to go till half. Liley for three, and it's short and out of bounds, and Carlinville basketball again.
Well, I thought they might keep that for our last possession here, and a little ill-advised. That one was contested and didn't have enough juice to get to the rim.
Here's Staten underneath. Makes a move around a defender. Missed it, but fouled. 17 seconds to go, and we have a foul on Whitaker. Her first. 8 team fouls for Roxana, 9 for Carlinville. Staten at the line, missed the first free throw.
It's a lot of fouls for a girls' game.
17 fouls, 17 seconds to go. First half. Here we go with another free throw. It's in the air and it's good. 27-21. Shells could use a bucket here before half. 6-point game, 10 seconds left. Donahue to Liley. Back to Donahue it goes, down to 5 seconds left. Donahue to Liley, it's going up for three. No good. Rebound, Carlinville. And it is halftime here in Shell Country. Carlinville 27, Roxana 21. It's halftime here in Shell Country, and you're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Do you, Casasa? Do you have a free checking account that pays you cash? Cash like greenbacks, cash like, hi, I'm Johnny, cash like this. The massive interest you get just for putting your money into a free Casasa account. Casasa. A new word for a checking account that liberates you with no minimum balance and ATM refunds from sea to shining sea. Do you know where to get more cash? If you Casasa, you do. Do you Casasa?
Don't just bank. Casasa, only available at America's finest community banking institution.
Timeout! Come here. I need better coverage. Anybody here give me better coverage?
Put me in, coach. I can give you better coverage. Not only can I give you better coverage, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
Hey, where do you want this ladder?
Oh, come on, coach.
American Family Insurance.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? You never need an appointment, just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Tom Lane, State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend, Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949, Macias Insurance, professional independent insurance agents, First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934, Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance, all of your protection under one roof. Morrissey Construction, completing projects ahead of schedule and under budget for 60 years. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care, offering friendly service and reliable repairs since 1974. Liberty Bank, committed to providing excellent customer service above all else.
For Carlinville, 11 points for senior Cassidy Downs, thanks to those 3 threes in the second quarter. She kept on firing. 8 points for Scott while she was in the game too. So look out for Downs, but look out for the post players for both teams. They haven't really scored much.
No, that's where Roxana really needs to get Stacy, and I know Liley got hurt there. Hopefully she's okay to play the second half for them. combined 5 points out of those two just isn't going to get it done if Roxana's going to win this ball game. They need to get those two more involved offensively, get them better looks in that second half, or Carlinville probably is going to have the upper hand in that second half.
And even Kreitstryker and Swearingen, 2 points each for those two players down low for Roxana 2 here at halftime. It is Carlinville 27, Roxana 21. Back with more halftime in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Special guest star, you're up.
that call had a lot to do with it. As a player, I'll tell you what, I'm kind of looking forward to that Illinois-Missouri game coming up here in a couple weeks.
That's right. The Illini next Saturday will be playing in St. Louis for that one. And Illinois, 6:30 tomorrow night. The tip-off is at 7 from Champaign here on the Big Z. Indiana still number 1. Michigan still number 3. Ohio State still number 7. And Illinois sitting at number 10 now this week. Back in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
If you want your car to look stunning and keep it running, then take your car to Andy's Auto Body and Complete Car Care Center. Andy's ASE certified mechanics perform oil changes, suspension repair, air conditioning repair and service, engine diagnostics, warranty maintenance, tires, brakes, and shocks, plus state-of-the-art Hawkeye alignment. Like Andy's on Facebook. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care Center with 2 locations in Alton and Maryville is your car's home away from home.
A couple of threes and a 2, went back up by 8. Roxana did shrink it down to 3, but Carlinville's put up the last 3 points here, and they have the ball to start the second half.
Cavs set up the offense, and Staten will drive around Swearingen and miss the shot, but drops right to Kelly, who missed a short one too. Shareka for Roxana the other way.
Boy, a couple of easy ones, especially for Kelly there. She's got to put that one down.
Donahue 3 at the top of the key. Good look, but missed it off the rim. Off to the right. Carlinville back with 7:30 to go, third quarter. Swearingen with a steal as they tried to get it inside.
8 turnovers for the Cavs. Roxana much better taking care of the basketball in that second quarter.
Whitaker inside, lays it in. Up and under, Whitaker for 2.
Oh, I was thinking Stacy and Liley both need to get involved offensively. And eventually they're going to, but boy, if the supporting cast can lend a hand, that's really going to be beneficial.
Outside jumper is missed. Kelly with another offensive rebound, and Shareka with a foul, her second, as Kelly crashes the boards again.
Now, there was nobody there on the low block, and Kelly came from all the way on the other side to get that offensive rebound. That's just one, if you're a coach, Mike Arbuthnot, he's got, like, that one can't happen.
Here's a shot partially blocked, it looked like, by Whitaker there, and back the other way come the Shells here. Roxana ball as they throw it to the baseline underneath.
Oh,
and
boy.
Bump and a foul. Is it Scott?
I think so.
Talisha Scott, another foul. 3.
Darren Deneve, the ball's in your court. What do you do now?
She stays for the moment, guarding Paige Stacy. Here's Swearingen with the ball. Back to Stacy. Nope, Scott stole it away. Talisha Scott the other way, and she'll hold it up for Staten to the baseline. Staten has it, and she will fire it. Baseline, no. Donahue with the Roxana rebound.
There's where Scott's been a menace to this Roxana team, just with the quick hands, anticipation, and getting those steals. Shells turned it over 8 times in the first quarter, only once in the second.
Whitaker, top of the key, down to Stacy. Missed the short jumper off the rim. Tipped out by Carlinville, though. The Shells will keep it as Kreitstryker checks in for Swearingen here.
And if I had my count correct, of those 8 turnovers that Roxana had, 4 of them were Scott steals. So that's 5 now she's had with this one here in the third.
Here's Stacy going up against Scott, and a whistle and a foul on Scott. Looked like she got all ball there, but
oh boy,
they'll give her the foul, and that's 4.
And there's the risk that Darren Deneve took leaving her in the game. Now you've got to sit her, and boy, I agree. That's a tough one to get for your 4th foul.
Stacy off the mark with the free throw. She's still at 3 points in the game. For the first 4 or 5 minutes of this game, it was looking like Roxana might have 10 turnovers in each quarter for 40 or something in the game, and again, they have taken care of the ball much better now.
Well, the one that had a lot to do with that, she's sitting on that Carlinville bench once again, and I don't think you're going to see her until the 4th quarter.
27-24. Roxana with a bucket and a free throw now on a little mini 3-0 run. Down low, Kreitstreicher over the back as she went over the top of a much smaller player there, 5'6" Ashley Starr for a foul there. Kreitstreicher with her third. She hasn't played a whole lot of minutes for 3 fouls. Stop and pop missed here, and now we have a weak side foul. The back door, it's going to be a foul on Cassidy Downs of Carlinville.
And she gets on the board. I think everybody, when you look at the score sheet here, you wonder who doesn't have a foul. That's her first.
Wasn't just the first half, I guess. It's going to continue here in the second half, too. Fouls. Inside, Stacy fires it up and in. Little backdoor cut by Paige Stacy.
That's a tough shot there. The defender right in her face still was able to knock it down, and only a 1-point game now. Roxana comes out 5-0 to start.
They're on a run. We'll see if the defense can turn it over and get it back to the offense again. 5:10 to go. Here's a 3-ball, and it is off the glass, off the rim, no good. Shareka with the rebound. Kelly over her back.
She's been all over that offensive glass, so you can't really blame Kelly for positioning herself well. Time just a little bit over that left shoulder of Shareka, who had good position.
Kreitstreicher inside, lost the defender, missed a wide open layup there. Jump ball after the miss, and the arrow's going to stay with Roxana here.
Boy, that was a great opportunity there to give the Shells the lead.
27-26 ball game. Carlinville, and there's a steal on the inbounds pass. Stolen by Cassidy Downs.
Just not a wise ball there on the inbound.
Starr gives on the baseline. Bailey Schmidt lost it. It's on the ground. Loose again. Jump ball. Cavaliers with the arrow now. 4:38 to go, third quarter, and Carlinville has not scored in this third period, of course, with the Roxana run. Here's Downs again off the inbounds. Nope, missed it on the wing. Rebound Bailey Schmidt, though.
But once again, it's Kelly there to keep the play alive with her size.
Staten, free throw line, no. Shells the other way. 1-point game.
Carlinville 0 for 9 shooting here in the third.
Whitaker 3, it's off the rim, no good. Back come the Cavs again, 4:10 to go, third quarter. Starr has it, gets a pick from Kelly. Starr into the lane, got a little bit of an open look there and missed the jumper. Paige Stacy for Roxana the other way. Down to Whitaker, out to Donahue, top of the key 3, and Taylor missed it, rebound Carlinville.
Well, that's 4 straight possessions. Roxana's had a chance to take the lead and come up empty.
Now Bailey Schmidt will slow it down for the Cavs. 3:43 to go in the third. 27-26. Carlinville by 1 point. Down to Kelly on a bounce. Kelly lays it up and in.
Well, they finally get one to go down. That's a good little entry pass. I didn't see who made it. Whoever it was, nice little dish down to Kelly, who finally has her first field goal of the game, believe it or not.
Kelly now going to get another foul, and
her fourth one.
She'll have 4. On a drive, Kelly with a bump and a foul. And Kathleen Kelly used to scoring more, but she has 3 points and 4 fouls.
Man.
Coach Darren Deneve shaking his head and calling a timeout here in a 29-26 game. And he talks to the officials here during the timeout.
He's going to have to get Kelly out of the game now. He's got 2 starters, 2 key starters with 4 fouls. This is a big, big opportunity for Roxana to take advantage while these players are sitting on the bench.
And luckily for the Cavs, they still have the lead, 29-26 here in this third quarter, 3:18 to go.
Well, I know Darren Deneve is not happy with the call, but Kelly is near the 3-point line there. I'm thinking her place, she's got to be in the paint there, just taking anything away that Roxana would have on the inside. That's not the place you want to be committing a foul.
Paige Stacy down to the block, up and in. Stacy on the right side, good.
Oh, another tough shot. They're really playing good defense on her, but those last 2 field goals she's knocked down, she's earned every bit of them.
Schmidt down to Staten. Staten underneath, double teamed, triple teamed, and tipped out by Whitaker there as the ball was loose, and Whitaker just got a hand on it going for the steal. Schmidt will throw it back in for the Lady Cavs. 2:54 to go, third quarter. Girls basketball here on the Big Z tonight. Tipped out by the Roxana defense again. And a little over an hour of basketball so far. A lot of fouls tonight. 7 more fouls here in this third quarter.
Well, you look at this lineup Carlinville's got out there. Who's going to step up here to supply the points when they need them? Might have to be Downs.
Here's a steal, and Donahue the other way to Whitaker. Fade away, rolls off the rim, no, and Paige Stacy is over the back with her third foul.
Yeah, she better be careful now. That's 3 on Stacy. Kreitsteiger has 3 as well. You don't want Stacy picking up that 4th foul. You still got 2:35 to go here in this third quarter.
Stacy, of course, a senior. Donahue, a senior. Whitaker out there too, number 3. She's a junior, and then you have the 2 sophomores. Shareka, one of the sophomores, here with a steal. Roxana ball. Trailing by 1, Shareka for 3, and it is short, no good, out of bounds. Carlinville ball again.
Well, I've counted now 6 possessions straight where Roxana's down a point, and they haven't been able to get the lead. Sometimes rushing their shots here. We haven't mentioned it. I haven't seen Mallory Liley yet here. Have you?
No, that's true. 29-28, Carlinville by a point. 2:15 to go, third quarter, and Roxana would like a timeout. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
With Louis Korak, Brent Birkland here. Carlinville and Roxana, girls basketball on a Monday night in Shell Country. Next Monday night, Shells and Oilers, girls basketball. It'll be from down the road in Wood River, though, Oiler Country. Then we'll have CM and Marquette also next Monday night, too, in girls basketball. Tonight, though, Roxana at home, Marquette at home. That's our doubleheader tonight. Marquette coming up in just a little while. Starr off the glass and in for Carlinville. Ashley Starr for 2.
Not asked to do much scoring, only her 3rd shot of the game, but that one gives Carlinville a 3-point lead again.
31-28, the blue leading the red here, and it's Roxana red with the basketball. 1:44 to go, third quarter. Shareka to Donahue.
Good pass.
Backdoor, Paige Stacy will lay it up and in.
Boy, that's not an easy pass to make. You better be pinpoint if you're going to be making that one. And Stacy right on the doorstep. That was a missed assignment by Carlinville. Roxana took advantage.
Down underneath, it's missed, and then over the back is Brooke Jamison. 5'10 junior with a foul here. That'll be her first. Paige Stacy now 7 points in this quarter, 3 buckets, and she now has 10 points to lead Roxana.
Well, there's some miscommunication.
Whitaker throws it on the wing, and nobody there as 2 Shells were cutting to the basket out of bounds.
Well, that's just it. Kreitsteiger was there, and Whitaker was looking to make the pass to her, and she decided to bolt inside. A little miscommunication both ways there. And again, it's an opportunity to take a lead. You're down by 1, so that's 7 straight possessions. They haven't been able to get over the hump here.
31-30, our score. Carlinville with the lead and the ball. They throw it to the wing. Inside, Staten rattles in and out. No good from the lane. Back come the Shells.
He's 0 for 5 shooting the basketball here in the third quarter.
Carlinville leading at halftime. That score was 27-21 over Roxana. Roxana down by 1. Shareka almost turned it over. Roxana, though, will throw it back in front of their own bench. 41 seconds left, third period. Whitaker into Shareka. Back to Whitaker now. Whitaker driving left side, driving on Kayla Wills, number 14. Now Donahue, top of the key, three. It's an air ball.
Ill-advised.
Tipped out by Carlinville. They say it's Roxana ball.
Oh, they got a break there. I don't know why you just don't leave that one go.
27 seconds left, 27.2 remaining third quarter.
Can Roxana get the lead?
Shareka, maybe. Yes, it's a three in the left corner for Shareka.
Finally, they're able to grab the lead after getting so close a number of times.
33-31 with a big three. The Shells take the lead.
Plenty of time.
Staten underneath, blocked by Kreitstreicher, and the Shells have it out of bounds as the two sophomores tried to save it there, but couldn't.
You could still catch and shoot here, 1.1.
1.1 second left. Carlinville will throw it in. Starr out to the three-point line, though, and Downs fires it up, and it's off the rim. And that's the end of the third quarter. Roxana with a lead. 33-31 now over Carlinville. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Do you, Casasa? Do you have a free checking account that pays you cash? Cash like greenbacks, cash like, I'm Johnny, cash like this. The massive interest you get just for putting your money into a free Casasa account. Casasa. A new word for a checking account that liberates you with no minimum balance and ATM refunds from sea to shining sea. Do you know where to get more cash? If you Casasa, you do. Do you Casasa?
Don't just bank. Casasa, only available at America's finest community banking institution.
With Louis Korak, Brent Birkeland back here at Roxana High School. Lady Shells and Lady Cavs, and we go to the fourth quarter now. Roxana with a lead, 33-31, thanks to a 12-4 third quarter. They outscore Carlinville by 8, trailed by 6 at halftime.
Not a good pass there.
Carlinville with a steal, a turnover. Here they come, and a foul. Donahue fouling Bailey Schmidt as she was on the fly.
Yeah, not a good entry there. They tried to get the ball inside. No pace, no authority on it. Carlinville comes back the other way. Schmidt hasn't scored here in the second half yet. Had 4 points in the first half.
And the first one, back iron, no good. Kelly and Scott both sitting. And when will they come back in the game? 4 fouls each.
You got to figure it's going to be soon.
Short on the free throw. 0 for 2 for Schmidt. Back come the Shells. 7:33 to go in the game.
Whitaker nearly with an over and back there.
Whitaker to Donahue. Back to Whitaker. And they put pressure on the guards. Shareka fires another three. Good. This time in the right corner.
How about that? Back-to-back threes. Huge. Roxana's biggest lead of the game.
36-31 inside. No good by Downs. Rebound Stacy. Tied up there, and the arrow's going to go to Carlinville. They'll keep it. Cavaliers with 7:06 to go, trailing by 5 now, 36-31.
Well, we've talked about Carlinville's sophomores. How about Shareka, sophomore of herself?
Staten will fire it good as she got to step into the lane with an open look.
Finally, after 6 misses, she was 0 for 6 shooting the basketball in the third quarter. Gets that one to drop.
Roxana's lead is 36-33. Out to Whitaker, now Stacy, free throw line, in and out, missed it. Staten with a Carlinville rebound.
That's tough. You had a good look there, good entry, just missed. Wasn't a poor shot by any means.
Stacy was hot with 3 buckets in the third quarter. Staten again missed it off the rim from the left wing herself.
You notice how much Carlinville's missing Kelly in there, just disrupting things on the offensive side, rebound-wise.
Shareka 3 again, and short in the right corner. Kicked around, and Carlinville out of there with it.
That's where you kind of have to curb her a little bit, not to want to get too over-aggressive on those three-point shots.
And the Shells with a steal. They were ready for that pass at the free throw line. 6 minutes to go in the game.
I think this is where your senior needs to kind of take over. Let's see if Stacy can do it.
Stacy gets the shot blocked, but also with the body on the baseline. We have a foul on Starr. Ashley will pick up her 3rd foul, and here come the 2 starters back in.
Well, you really can't blame them, Darren Deneve, for getting them back in here. You don't want this thing getting away from you.
Stacy rattles it in for her 11th point. Talisha Scott, Kathleen Kelly, both in for Carlinville, and at 5:55 they check in.
Well, you got between Staten, Kelly, and Scott, 3 sophomores there. That's pretty good for this Carlinville team to continue to build that varsity team with.
Stacy up and in again, 38-33, 5-point lead again for Roxana.
12 for the senior now, leading the Shells in scoring.
5:45 to go as Talisha Scott is into the lane. Up and missed it. Rebound. Staten tipped it around, but Paige Stacy hit it last. Carlinville ball with 5:39 left.
It was Scott's first field goal attempt this half. Of course, a lot of it's been sitting the bench.
Scott gets the inbounds here and up and in over Swearingen. Timeout Carlinville as Talisha Scott is back and right back to scoring.
Well, who's going to have the challenge of staying with her at both ends of the court? You've got a lot of time left in this game. That's going to be Roxana's challenge here.
Shells bring in a couple of players too, including a starter back in, Swearingen, but timeout here at Roxana High, 5:35 to go, and it's the Shells on top, 38-35. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Timeout. Come here. I need better coverage. Anybody here give me better coverage?
Put me in, coach. I can give you better coverage. Not only can I give you better coverage, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
Hey, where do you want this ladder?
Oh, come on, coach.
American Family Insurance.
Fourth quarter, 5:35 to go. The Shells have Whitaker out there, St. Peter's back out, Donahue, Swearingen, and Stacy. Shareka sitting for the moment as St. Peter's has it on the wing. And a jump ball called, the arrow to Roxana. Shells will keep it right in front of their bench. Anna Whitaker will throw it in. Carlinville looking for a steal, looking for a bucket. They almost had a steal there. Kelly was flashing through. Oh boy. Now a whistle and a foul. And it might be Talisha Scott.
It is.
And it is a foul on her going for the steal. The referee furthest away calling the foul.
Wow. That's tough. I mean, there may have been a bump there. You and I are at the opposite end of the court, obviously. But boy, I've seen more contact with somebody with 4 fouls than that. And it's not called, but man, that's tough.
10 points. She fouls out of the game, and the free throw is good for Paige Stacy.
I know one person who doesn't mind seeing her gone. Mike Arbuthnot, right?
That's true. Coach Arbuthnot, watching Paige Stacy miss the second free throw, but getting her own rebound. 39-35, and here's St. Peter's with a 3. No, Stacy with another rebound.
That's two key boards there to keep possessions alive.
Donahue, baseline, no good. Rebound. Staten comes out of there with it. Swearingen with a foul this time. Her first. And now the two sophomores for Roxana come in. Shareka and Kreitstreicher.
Darren Deneve still not happy. I don't know. Can you blame him?
No, I can't blame him at all. And he's still chatting with the referee.
You better be careful, though.
4:50 to go in the game now. Down to the corner it goes. Tipped by Shareka. Double tip there. Tipped by Kayla Wills of Carlinville out of bounds. Roxana ball up by 4.
Shareka's had a nice game tonight. Really just been steady, solid for her team.
And those 2 threes, big. 11 points. Kreitstreicher underneath, no. Kelly with a rebound. She threw it away, and now Roxana has it tipped out under the basket. Roxana ball under their basket. 4:28 to go in the fourth quarter.
So Scott fouled out, and she made 5 of her last 6 field goal attempts. You think they're going to miss that down the stretch?
Stacy, turnaround, no. Kelly with the rebound the other way. A lot of time still left. 4:15 to go. Out to Kelly. It goes here. And couldn't save it on the sidelines. Out of bounds. Turnover. Roxana with the ball again.
Well, that's a good little pump fake there by the senior, Cassidy Downs, to draw the defense, get a little kick out, and Kelly just wasn't ready for the pass. That's a big turnover.
Shareka in the right corner, down to Kreitstreicher, blocked away by Kelly, out of bounds. Good block by the 6-footer.
And that time she brought it on the defensive end. That was a good, solid play there.
4 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Inside Stacy, Page up and in again.
Boy, if you're Darren Deneve, you've got to be looking there and saying, how are we allowing an entry pass there to their biggest scorer?
Now they throw it away. Shareka with a steal. 2 number 12s battling. Shareka bumped, fouled by senior Cassidy Downs.
This is going to turn into a free throw game. You can already see that. Roxana's going to have to be solid from the stripe. They're going to win this one. They've got a 6-point lead. Under 4 minutes to go. They can stretch this into a 3-possession game.
Had a couple 5-point leads earlier in this quarter. It's 6 now. And it could be more. Free throw, no good though. Kreitstreicher there and blocked away by Staten. And Coach Darren Deneve wanted an over the back there as he makes some noise on the bench. Down to Stacy again. Page fires, good, and one. Paige Stacy will go for 3.
Well, when they needed the senior to step up and make some plays, Paige Stacy has gotten the job done here in the fourth quarter so far. 7 points and a chance for her 8th here in the quarter. Draws that foul on, was it Staten?
Number 45, Staten picks up her 2nd foul. Timeout Carlinville after the 3-point play. 44-35 our score now. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? You never need an appointment, just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
.329 to go in the game now, and after the timeout, here come the Cavaliers. But Roxana's lead is now up to 44-35, 9-point lead. Louis Korak and Brent Birkeland back here with you on the Big Z here. Baseline shot, Starr puts it up and in. Ashley Starr for the Cavs.
I was just getting ready to say, they've held Carlinville to under double digits here in the second half. Carlinville finally now have 10 points in the second half.
4 in the third quarter, 6 points now in the fourth. And it's 44-37. Stacy to the free throw line. Gives to Shareka. 2:50 to go. Maddie driving. Blocked away there by Kelly. Carlinville ball.
You don't want to foul here now. Don't give up your...
Staten will fire. Right wing. No. Kelly is there for the loose ball. And Shareka will pick up a reach in there.
No, and Roxana had one more to give there, so now it will be bonus for both teams.
2:35 to go in a 7-point game. Staten back out to Downs, now to Starr, 4-3. Off the rim, no. Roxana with a long rebound.
She had a good look.
Stacy in, glass, no. Missed it there off the rim.
I'm thinking if you're the Shells, you may have wanted to be a little patient there and not get off as quick of a shot there with a 7-point lead. You want to run as much clock here as you can. You got a 3-possession lead.
Bailey Schmidt driving top of the key. Now to Ashley Starr, down to Staten, and sophomore Katie Kreitstreicher with a Roxana foul. 4 on her.
And Staten is 1 for 3 from the line, and we're going to have a timeout first.
Timeout Roxana, as Coach Mike Arbuthnot will use a 30-second timeout here, and Roxana in their 9th game of the year. They're right back at it tomorrow, taking on Redbud. That's tomorrow night at the Waterloo Jabot Candy Cane Classic. The Lady Oilers also in action in that tournament tomorrow night. They'll play Cahokia, I believe it is, and Redbud and Roxana going at it too tomorrow night. The tournament actually starting tonight with 2 games though. 2:04 to play, and Staten, Megan Staten at the free throw line. Roxana's first quarter just 6 points, 15 in the second quarter, 12 in the third quarter. Staten misses the free throw, but Kelly is there to lay it up and in.
Now that just can't happen if you're the Shells. The one person you got to box out is her.
And they have a steal, and they're coming back for more. 44-39 now.
It's not over yet.
And the pass tipped out of bounds. Roxana's largest lead, 44-35 a moment ago. And now it's 44-39. Cavaliers have it, down by 5. Cassidy Downs fires, good. Right side, it's a long 2.
And they're coming out full court pressing again.
And they tip it out of bounds. It's still Roxana ball, 1:36 to go.
6-0 run by Carlinville has made this a 1-possession game now.
And it was quick, too. Here's Shareka all the way down, knocked away. Now a whistle and a foul. Staten may get this foul. And it will be her 3rd foul. And Shareka to the line, and she's 3 for 4.
Well, you need at least one of these to make it a 2-possession game.
In the air, no good. 11 points for Maddie. 2 threes in the second half. 3 threes for the Shells overall. This one good. 45-41.
That's a big one there. You had to have at least one. Now you need a big defensive stop here.
Cavs with the ball, still 1:25 to go. Cassidy Downs driving in, bouncing it right to Stacy. Paige Stacy the other way, layup no good. Rebound underneath, and it's still loose. And Stacy grabbed it, and Roxana got the timeout. And Coach Darren Deneve will get a technical foul now.
You knew it was coming. Boy, I can't really blame him.
And now he gets a second technical foul, and he will leave the court with 1:11 to go in the game. Well, that's one of those that I've never liked, where you give the team a timeout when there's a loose ball, really, rolling on the floor and mad scramble, and they give those timeouts all the time. All the time.
They do. It's not the first time I've seen it. And
boys and girls basketball. 1:11 to go, and we'll take a quick break. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Tom Lane, State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Macias Insurance, professional independent insurance agents. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All of your protection under one roof. Morrissey Construction, completing projects ahead of schedule and under budget for 60 years. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care, offering friendly service and reliable repairs since 1974. Liberty Bank, committed to providing excellent customer service above all else.
It was a tight game down the stretch, and it's tough to say that I blame him for that, but man, it's just a tough call to have go against you when you got players fighting for a loose ball on the court like that. And you're right, you see it so often where they award that timeout there. And you can't blame Mike Arbuthnot for wanting it. I mean, he's got to do whatever he can to try to get possession of the ball. He got the call. And now Roxana gets the ball with a 6-point lead.
47-41. And Roxana throws it in. Shareka with a miss. And Carlinville ball, 1:07 to go. 6-point game. Shareka making 2 out of 4 of those free throws, remember. Downs will fire it up. No good. Rebound, Roxana. Donahue fouled by Downs with 53.6 seconds to go. .6 to go with Roxana at the line, up by 6. Donahue in the air, and the free throw is good.
And that makes it a 3-possession game, which is important, obviously. Under a minute to go.
This one, no good. 1 out of 2. And Roxana tipping a pass out. 49 seconds left in a 48-41 ball game. 7-point lead. And they throw it into Staten. And the clock rolling. 45 seconds left.
Well, they're looking for threes anywhere they can get them.
Out to Cassidy Downs. Downs free throw line is open. Missed the shot. Paige Stacy the other way. And fouled by Downs again, her 4th.
I'm marking fouls down like we're covering a boys game tonight, aren't you? It's
even more than that.
This is something else. It really is.
And that's another reason that Carlinville head coach Darren Deneve did not like what he was seeing here, was the referees, and he felt like too many fouls on his team. His star players had to sit a lot. 2 sophomores sat a lot.
Yeah, it's a shame because both of them were playing extremely well, and you keep looking over there and seeing Scott on the bench, and you can't help but feel that she would have made a difference in this game for the visiting side.
Stacy, 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. And 49-41 the score now. It's an 8-point game and just 33.2 seconds to go in this 49-41 contest. And 16 points for Roxana, so their biggest quarter of the night here is the 4th quarter. And really they've come out with a solid second half, trailing at halftime 27-21. And they now lead it 49-41 over Carlinville.
Well, again, it helped out not to have to deal with Talisha Scott, who did sit a lot of this game with foul trouble. Kelly sat out a big stretch with foul trouble. But Roxana can't control who's on and who isn't, who's on the court and who isn't on the court. They stepped up and got the job done here in the second half defensively. I mean, Carlinville shot at 2 for 16 in the 3rd quarter. They had 16 field goal attempts and made 2. Not shooting a whole lot better here in the 4th quarter, albeit it is better, but defensively has really made a difference. And the fact that the Shells really cut their turnovers down in this game helped out a lot as well.
Cavaliers throw it in, and we're down to 25 seconds left now. Into Kelly it goes. Kelly missed a layup, and now Starr will follow it up. It's no good. Tipped out by Roxana. 16.2 seconds to go. 9 o'clock, you're in tune to WBGZ Alton. And here at 9 o'clock, we get ready to wrap up a Roxana victory. Kelly fires long range, no good. Staten with a follow, it's up and in. And a timeout for Carlinville with 10 seconds left. 49-43 now.
Well, it's a two-possession game, but it's going to be awfully difficult for Carlinville. They need a couple of quick steals, a couple of threes to even knot this thing up. 10 seconds right on the nose. Shells just need to take care of the basketball here, and they'll pick themselves up a victory.
Double figures for Shareka and Stacy. It looks like Paige Stacy, 19 points unofficially.
16 of them in the second half.
Yeah.
And we said they needed her to step up offensively in the second half, and boy, has she ever done it.
After the game, we'll announce our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game. 13 for Downs, 10 for Scott on the Carlinville side of things. Staten was 7, Kelly with just 5 points. And 10 seconds left as the Cavaliers go for the steal here with 10 ticks left. Whitaker into Paige Stacy. Stacy will dribble it into the front court. And a jump ball called. Arrow to Carlinville. 4.7 seconds left.
Well, Stacy did exactly what she needed to do there. She dribbled out half the clock. She dribbled out half the clock, basically, and that's exactly what you needed there.
Cavaliers throwing it in with 4.7 to go. Into Downs for 3, and it is off the mark. No good. Tipped out, and that's the end of the ball game here at Roxana High School. The Shells will win it 49-43 over Carlinville in girls basketball. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Tom Lane, State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Macias Insurance, professional independent insurance agents. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All of your protection under one roof. Morrissey Construction, completing projects ahead of schedule and under budget for 60 years. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care, offering friendly service and reliable repairs since 1974. Liberty Bank, committed to providing excellent customer service above all else.